Now we're going to work the fifth and final written line in the pattern of the Sode Cardigan. We are on the right side. Work the selvage, knit 2, purl 1. Now I am going to make 1 left, knit 1, purl 1, slip the marker, knit 3, bringing me 2 stitches before my marker, and I am going to perform a right cabled increase from the front of the work. So I reach behind my work and I pick up the purl bump that's on the back of the stitch that is closest to the stitch marker. I will lift it, bring it across and place it on the left hand needle, and then knit that stitch, knit the next 2 stitches. You can see I'm beginning to develop a line that's very clear of a raised increase column that is formed because I am pulling the stitch closest to my stitch marker over and behind that stitch every time I increase on every row. And it is a very stable, very firm increase that gives this cardigan a place to hang from once it's finished. That's why this increase was chosen. This line should be clear by now. If you don't see it, then you are doing the increase incorrectly and need to go back and have a look at what you're doing. Slip the next stitch, purl 1, knit 4, left cable cross 2 over 2, right cable cross 2 over 2, knit 4, come to my next stitch marker. I am going to do a left cable cross. I will knit 2, bring my left hand needle behind and pick up the second purl bump from behind in the stitch column closest to my stitch marker. Bring it over, knit, there we go. I will knit, work the back as it's written in the pattern. I'm 2 stitches before my next stitch marker. I'm going to reach behind, pick up the stitch on the needle, lift it, pick up the stitch, the back of the stitch closest to my stitch marker. I'm going to lift it onto my left hand needle, knit it, knit 2. Again, you can see the knit column developing, the raised increased column developing from this cabled increase. Purl 1, knit 4, cable left, cable right, knit 4, purl 1, slip marker, knit 2, reach behind, pick up the stitch, the back of the stitch in the column closest to the stitch marker, the second stitch down, bring it over to the left and knit it. Then I work plain to my next marker, which is my special marker, purl 1, knit 1, make 1 left, slip my selvage stitch marker, purl 1, knit 1, knit 2. There we are. And this completes row 5 of Sode. You can clearly see the front section has begun to grow. You're beginning to have the front bit showing. These are where your shoulders will be, with the nice strong increase lines of the cabled increases on either side. Here's your back of the cardigan, which is abbreviated in mine, again to save time. And the other shoulder, it will sit something like this as you continue to work it, with the fronts growing evenly in a nice V.